moving to its accessories. Like we mentioned, my colleague mentioned that we have to be able to have a continuity in the air, water, and vapor barrier, and we want to be able to close your building envelope. So with that in mind, aside from the ArmorWall panels that my colleague presented, we also have a sealant and a flashing tape. Our sealant is going to be our Liquid Armor FJ. It's a flashing and joint compound. It's a vapor permeable STPE, elastomeric sealant. It works, as its name entails, as a flashing and joint compound. And where do we use it? Well, we're going to use it anywhere that you have a seam. So if we want to use the wall as an example, you can see it clearly. We're going to use it as in the butt seam between the two panels. We're going to use it in an inside corner, as we see here. We're also going to use it in an outside corner to treat that corner that we talked about earlier. We're also going to use it to treat the sheathing fasteners. Good point, a good stopping point there. Take away sheathing fasteners because they're going through the substrate. They're going to need the sealant. The cladding fasteners, which we'll get into later, do not. And then transition areas to other materials. A good example here is on our flashing tape, how we transition at the seam of sealant to tape and then the header. The other component that we have to be able to close our system and thus the building envelope, it's going to be DuraGuard WD. This is our primerless, self-adhered flashing tape. We're very proud of it. It is very malleable. It stretches. It is still very robust. It won't tear or break on you. So it's a product that we're very proud of because it truly sets up that installer for success to have a very clean, fast install and achieve that enclosing that building envelope. Moving on from those, and to summarize that enclosure building envelope is the other two products that we have, or accessories, are going to be our fasteners. Now, I don't know if we can close up to these, but one of them is going to be a sheathing fastener. The other one is going to be our cladding fastener. The sheathing fastener is going to install the sheathing to the substrate, and its length is determined by two things. One is going to be the depth of the panel. Given that we have different R values, the thickness of the panel increases. And the other variable would be the substrate, whether it's metal, wood, concrete, or CMU. The length will vary to be able to install the panel properly and acquire the desired performance. As to the dimensions specifically, you don't have to worry about that. Like my colleague said, I belong to the BKC team. We'll be more than happy to help you guys at any level of your project, whether it's design stage, all the way to putting the fasteners on the wall with the installer, and we'll be able to figure those out with you. Going to the cladding fastener now. Here again, we're going to use an example for one of our partners, the Ruishi Terracotta Tiles. There's two takeaways for this fastener. One, like we said, we want to be able to limit or not use impact grills in general. Two, that we published two fasteners, right? In all our documentation that you can find at DuPont.com, you'll see that we published two fastener options for cladding. However, it's worth noting and takeaway that we have an expansive matrix of fasteners that go through our fastener protocol that we continuously add to be able to provide you guys answers for different cladding types, project locations, or any other variable that you might be challenged with, and we can help you solve. Lastly, it is important to note that because our cladding fasteners go into the sheathing and do not go through the insulation, they really truly maintain that continuous insulation clean. So your energy derating of the building through the cladding will decrease, or it will be somewhere around 3%, which makes your theoretical model for energy and your practical installation pretty much equal. It's also worth note to take away that both our sheathing and our cladding fasteners go through a rigorous internal protocol with certifications or standards such as ASTM D1761, ASTM B117, or QUV UV exposure. So those would be some structural, some electromechanical or corrosion tests, and obviously UV exposure. So how do we summarize everything, right? We covered the products or accessories that you need to be able to enclose your building envelope that compile our whole system. We talked about the air, water, and vapor barrier, the energy efficiency, the structural, and the fire wall that we have.